morning to one and all. National Science Day is celebrated every year on 28th February to mark the discovery of Raman effect by great Indian physicist Sir C.V. Raman. He was honored with the Nobel Prize in the year 1930. The basic objectives of observation of National Science Day is to spread the message of importance of science and technology among the people. The theme for National Science Day 2022 is Integrated Approach of Science and Technology for a Sustainable Future. Most people say that it is the intellect which makes a great scientist. More than intellect, a successful scientist needs a character because that is what defines his achievement. A warm wishes on the National Science Day to every one of you. Thank you.
Namaste all. Science is that tool that has given us the power to change the world, and therefore we must use it wisely. Warm wishes on National Science Day to everyone. Science of today is the technology of tomorrow. National Science Day is celebrated to mark the discovery of Raman effect by Indian physicist C.V. Raman. The theme for 35th National Science Day 2022 is Integrated Approach in Science and Technology for Sustainable Future.
Now, it's time for us to know more about Sir C.V. Raman's early life, education, career, achievements and awards, who made our country proud by contributing significantly in the field of science.
Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman was born on 7th November 1888 in Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu, to father Chandrasekhar Ramanathan Iyer, who was a mathematics and physics lecturer, and mother Parvati Ammal. He married Lokasundari Ammal and they had 2 sons. He completed MA from the University of Madras in 1907. While studying in the university, Raman published 2 papers on diffraction of light and surface tension of liquids. Raman joined the Indian Finance Department in 1907. In the laboratory of Indian Association for Cultivation of Science at Calcutta, Raman did a groundbreaking experiment that eventually earned him the Nobel Prize in Physics on 28 February 1928 for the invention of the Raman effect. He founded Indian Journal of Physics in 1926. Raman was the first person to investigate the harmonic nature of sound of Indian drums such as tabla and mridangam. In 1947, independent India's new government appointed C.V. Raman as the first national professor of India. Unfortunately, Sir C.V. Raman left us on 21st November 1970. Now also, the entire world owes to him for his contribution in the field of science.
Now, let's know more about Raman effect and its functioning. Raman effect is the change in the wavelength of the light that occurs when a light beam is deflected by the molecules. It is also known as Raman scattering.
When a beam of light traverses a dust-free, transparent sample of a chemical compound, a small fraction of the light emerges in directions other than that of the incident beam. Most of the scattered light is of unchanged wavelength. A small part, however, has wavelengths different from that of the incident light. Its presence as a result of the Raman effect.
Now, you all will be thinking why this phenomenon is known as Raman effect. This phenomenon is named for Indian physicist Sir Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman, who first published the observations of this effect in 1928.
K.S. Krishnan and S.C. Sirkar were involved in the work on scattering of light. All the scientific inventions have its own application in our daily life. This Raman effect is applied in Raman spectroscopy, which is used to analyze a wide range of materials, including gases, liquids, and solid.
As students, it is our responsibility to honor this great man and his inventions by contributing greatly to the field of science through innovation. Thank you and have a great day.
Hello everyone. As part of National Science Day, we Dived, Devdutt, Elham and Saurabh, students of class 8 of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, are presenting on the topic. So, let's begin the presentation. The Indian Space Research Organization is the agency of India that deals with space exploration and astronomy, also known as ISRO. The organization has made many successes since its creation in 1969. It was established by India's first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and his close friend. ISRO built India's first satellite called Aryabhatta. India decided to go to space when Indian National Committee for Space Research was set up by the Government of India in 1962 with the visionary of Dr. Vikram Sarabhai. ISRO was formed in 1969 with a vision to develop and harness space technology in national development while pursuing planetary exploration and space science research. Throughout the years, ISRO has upheld its missions of bringing space to the service of the common man to the service of the nation. In this process, it has become one of the 6 largest space agencies in the world, maintaining one of the largest fleet of communication satellites. Dr. S. Somnath is the present director of ISRO. Next, let me introduce about Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, who is the master brain behind ISRO. Vikram Ambalal Sarabhai was born on 12th August 1990 in Ahmedabad, India and died on 30 December 1971. Vikram Ambalal Sarabhai was an Indian physicist and astronomer who initiated space research and helped develop nuclear power in India. He was honored with Padma Bhushan in 1966 and Padma Vibhushan in 1972. He is internationally regarded as the father of the Indian space program. India's first satellite, Aryabhatta. Aryabhatta was the first Earth satellite built by India. It was named after a famous Indian astronomer and mathematician of the 5th century, the greatest of his time, Aryabhatta. The satellite was assembled by ISRO at Penya near Bangalore and was launched with the help of Soviet Union by a Russian-made rocket on April 19, 1975 from Kapustin Yar. Next, let me introduce my friend Devdutt for the continuation of next part of this topic.
Tumba Equatorial Launching Station.
It is an Indian spaceport which was operated by the Indian Space Research Organization. It is located in Tumba, Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala, which is near the southern tip of mainland India. It is currently used by ISRO for launching sounding rockets. The first sounding rocket was launched in Tumba Equatorial Rocket Station, Naik Apache, on 21 November 1963. The project director for this sodium vapor cloud experiment was Professor P.D. Bhavsar. Mars Orbiter Mission. This is also called Mangalyaan. Mars craft is a Mars orbiter launched into Earth orbit on 5 November 2013 by the Indian Space Research Organization. It was successfully inserted into orbit of Mars on 24 September 2014, making India the first country in the world to successfully send the spacecraft to Mars on its very first attempt. The amazing facts about Mars mission. It was the cheapest Mars mission ever. It was developed and deployed in 15 months. No country has ever had successful Mars mission in its first attempt. India is the country which made it in its first attempt. NASA extended incredible support to this mission. The moon vehicle Chandrayaan. Chandrayaan-1 was launched by the Indian Space Research Organization in October 2008 and operated until August 2009. The mission included a lunar orbiter and an impactor. India launched the spacecraft using a PSLV-XL rocket on 22 October 2008. It was intended to survey the lunar surface over a 2-year period to produce a complete map of the chemical composition at the surface and three-dimensional topography. The polar regions are of special interest as they might contain water ice.
National Science Day is observed as one of the prominent science festivals in India every year at schools and colleges. Do you know why should schools celebrate National Science Day? National Science Day is being celebrated every year to promote the active involvement of students and teachers in the science-related activity. Also, to encourage the students to know about the latest involvement in the field of science and technology. Moreover, to encourage scientific thinking and to promote the better understanding of the concept of pure science. So here we are going to display the innovations of our young inventors of Bharatiya Vidya, Bhavan, Koyilandy, Kendra that will really blow your mind away. Wishing all of you a happy National Science Day. Thank you.
Hello Shasya, how are you? Hello Surya, I am doing well, and how about you? I am also doing well. Do you know what is special about today? Today is the National Science Day. I have prepared some questions. What about you? Even I have prepared some as well. Then shall I ask you some questions? Oh sure. Can you name the first satellite launched by ISRO? Oh, this is an easy one. It is Aryabhatta. Yes, that's right. Now can I ask you one? Of course. In which state the Indian Institute of Science is located? Let me guess. Is it Bangalore? Yeah, that's right. Can I ask you one more question? Okay. Can you name the first Indian scientist who received Nobel Prize for Physics? We know that the National Science Day is celebrated to commemorate the Raman effect. The answer must be C.V. Raman. Yes, that's right, Shasya. Now I will ask you a tricky one. What is the theme for 2022 National Science Day? The theme for 2022 National Science Day is Independent Approach in Science and Technology for Sustainable Future. Wow, that's right. It was fun asking questions to each other. Yes, it was fun. Now to wrap this session up, let's wish them all a very happy National Science Day. Thank you.
Hello, I am Gautam D. Varma of Class 8. Today I am going to show you an interesting chemical effect of electricity on water. This reaction is called electrolysis of water. So let's go. In this experiment, I am using a 9-volt battery, a clip, some water, a beaker, 2 carbon rods and some salt. So first we need to pour some water into the beaker. Now let's add some salt. Now we need to connect the electrodes with the battery. So first we need to connect the wires and connect it to the battery. So let's put the electrodes in the water. As you can see, there are more bubbles coming from this than this electrode. That's because there is more hydrogen gas than oxygen gas. You all know a water molecule has one oxygen atom and 2 hydrogen atoms. That is why there are more hydrogen bubbles than oxygen bubbles. This was accidentally discovered by William Nicholson in year 1800. That's all for today. Thank you.
are the materials needed? Now, let me do the connections and then show you. Now, I have done everything and it's time to pour water. I have poured water and you can see the LED bulb glow. So, this experiment proves that water is a conductor of electricity.
I'm going to make electrical switch. Make the electrical switch. First we need a battery, one bulb, one safety pin and two pins. We make the electrical switch. First take the pin and connect the pin into the battery and take the safety pin and take the pin and pull it into the holes of safety pin and pin it in the cardboard. Now take the bulb, take the wire of the bulb and connect it into the pin and in that also in the cardboard. Now take the other wire and connect the battery wire and this wire together. Now let me try the switch. The switch is working. The bulb is glowing. When I do not touch this pin in the pin, it will not glow. When it will touch, it will glow. Because when it do not, when the bulb, it is not glowing because the current will only pass through a closed figure. Before touching that was an opened figure, that way the current did not pass and the bulb did not glow. Thank you.
Hello friends, I am Vidya of class 8. Today I am going to show my science project that is a model of lens and explain its quality as part of science research. So let's go. So this is my project. It works like a lens. As if you pull this rubber sheet, you can see that the balloon becomes larger, and if you push this rubber sheet, you can see that the balloon becomes small. This is this one. As if you pull this rubber sheet, it represents that you breathe in. So if you breathe in, the air goes to our nostrils, goes through our nostrils into our lungs now, and this pipe, the straw, represent the windpipe, and these two balloons are the lungs. So if we push the balloon sheet, you can see that the air goes through the pipe and reaches to the lungs, and the lungs becomes larger like this. and if you push this, it represents breathing out, so the air goes out and the lungs become small. So this is his working. I hope all like it, and thank you for watching my video. Bye.
to all. Today I have made a Newton's color disc. I would like to explain the basic principle behind this. A Newton's color disc is a disc with segments in rainbow colors. When this disc starts to rotate, the colors in the disc starts to fade into white.
This Isaac Newton demonstrated that white light is a combination of 7 different colors, which are violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. Thank you.
Hey all, today I am here to introduce my ultrasonic product Koyilandy.
So let me introduce the components. This is a servo motor, and this is the ultrasonic sensor, this is the transmitter and the receiver, and this is a microprocessor called Arduino. I'm connected both ultrasonic sensor and sound motor using the wires. So let me plug in it and show how it works and explain the work. Let me show you how it works. So this is the graphical representation of the sound. This shows the line area. This means the receiver obstacles. It shows some lines, which means there's obstacles. The ultrasonic sensor for reading the constant speed. Let me explain this transmitter. Ultrasonic waves, and receiver receive it, and Arduino processor process it and determines whether there is obstacles or not, and also calculate the distance and angle, and also represent a graphical interface. Thank you.
Good evening to all. Today I like to show a science experiment based on neutralization reaction.
First, take a plain white sheet paper and take a glass of water and add 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder to that and shake it well. And take a small cloth and dip it well. And spread in the white sheet paper. And take a glass of water and add 2 teaspoons of detergent powder to that. And take another glass and add some vinegar to that. And take some buds. Where detergent is a basic solution and turmeric is an indicator, it changes to yellow to red. When we use vinegar solution against it changes to yellow in color due to neutralization reaction like this. A neutralization reaction can be defined as a chemical reaction which an acid and base react together to form salt and water as products. Thank you.
This day reminds us that we must explore the world of science to enlighten ourselves with new knowledge. This must not be limited only to the science fraternity, but also must have the participants from all walks of life. When the approach of the society becomes scientific in all aspects, growth and prosperity will follow as its outcome. Science is the tool that has the power to change the world, and therefore we must use it wisely. Warm wishes to everyone on National Science Day. Thank you.